So then guys, in 2025, we could be getting the brand new Apple Watch Ultra. And this is a watch that loads of you guys are super excited about, and even me, I'm super excited about this too. So today, we are gonna go over 5 of the biggest upgrades that we could be getting with this new Apple Watch Ultra that could be releasing in 2025. Now, the reasons why I say could be releasing is because let me just give you a little brief history of the Apple Watch Ultra so far. So back in 2022, this is where we got the first generation of the Apple Watch Ultra. And this was the ultimate kind of watch that you could get out there. And it's really designed for, say, I would say, extreme kind of sports. So for example, if you love to do extreme sort of hiking, or for example, you love to walk in the desert or in the Antarctic, walking around, this is perfect for that. Or for example, if you love doing sort of mountain climbing and things like this watch is perfect for this too. Or for example, if you love to do scuba diving, not just snorkeling, you love to go further depths into water, this is definitely also a perfect kind of watch to actually buy out there. It's absolutely fantastic for this. And then only a year later in 2023, we got a small update to the Apple Watch Ultra 2 where we actually got, say, a brighter screen inside of it. We got a new chip put inside of it too. And really that was it. The actual design of the Apple Watch stayed exactly the same, and so did the color, just the titanium color with that. But it wasn't until 2024 where Apple introduced, say, a darker titanium color came out, that gray one. But apart from that, you know, we haven't really had any other kind of upgrades. We've just got that space sort of gray, we've got the natural titanium. There was no other upgrades for the Apple Watch Ultra 2, unless you include the new type of band that came out. But for hardware wise with the watch, nothing changed. But in 2025, it does look a lot could be changing. And the first big thing that we could see is all to do with a brand new design for the Apple Watch Ultra 5. What we could actually get is a new design that's actually a little bit slimmer than the current Apple Watch right now. And then you can see some of the renders here of what this could actually look like. And this is kind of like a design that's about 15% kind of thinner than the current Apple Watch that we have right now. And with this new design, we could also be getting the second big upgrade, what is to do with a bigger display on the Apple Watch Ultra 3. In fact, the biggest display on any Apple Watch so far. The Series 10, funny enough, the Apple Watch Series 10, what came out in 2024, was actually slightly larger than the Apple Watch Ultra 2. The main reason is the Series 10 Apple Watch actually has an edge-to-edge display, whereas the Ultra 2 and the Ultra 1 right now, we still actually have a bezel around it. And so for this, it's actually slightly smaller. But if Apple decide to actually get rid of this bezel altogether, it would actually make the display the largest one out there, what would be really, really awesome to see. And even Apple could actually make this even slightly a bit bigger than we have right now. So this would definitely be the biggest display that we have on an Apple Watch. And then going on to the third upgrade, and this is still staying with the display, the actual display could actually be completely changed from the ground up. What we could actually be getting inside the new Apple Watch is this new type of OLED display, as you can see from this leak right here. This is an LTPO3 OLED display, and essentially we have this in the Apple Watch Series 10 right now, but one of the main benefits of this type of display is that you can actually view your display at different angles without getting any glare or anything like this on it. And in fact, the Ultra 2 and the Ultra 1 don't have this display right now, but more than likely the Ultra 3 is going to be getting this type of display because it makes sense that the Series 10 has it, so the Ultra, it's going to be literally the best sort of Apple Watch out there. It needs to get this upgrade put inside of it. So this means that the display could be even brighter at different viewing angles. And there is the possibility that Apple could even up the nits from the 3000 nits we have right now to something like, say, 3500 nits even, to even help us out to get a slightly brighter display on the watch. But then the fourth upgrade is to do with satellite connectivity or SOS calling, whatever you want to call it, that the Apple Watch Ultra will finally be getting this. Believe it or not, the Apple Watch Ultra first edition, or the first one that came out at the same time when we actually got this SOS, satellite connectivity on the iPhone 14 Pro kind of models out there and the normal iPhone 14 too. So this was quite unusual that we didn't actually get this, because to me it makes more sense for the watch to have this capability inside of it, and the Ultra 2 didn't have it either. And it looks like that Apple could finally be putting this upgrade into this, and this would make sense if you are going to be doing trekking, up a mountain, or if you're going to be in the middle of a Sahara desert, or doing any of your kind of extreme sports out there. To have this capability built into the watch, this does make a lot of sense, especially that obviously it's got an eSIM built into it and things like this, that we're going to get this upgrade put inside of it, and this is going to definitely be exciting to see. And then finally, the fifth upgrade, all to do with connectivity too, is that finally we've been told that we have got the possibility that we're going to get 5G capability for the first time in an Apple Watch to help out again with those eSIM kind of phone calls and things like this, to help with connectivity, streaming your music and whatnot. This will definitely help out now that obviously the 5G networks have got a lot better over the last few years, that we will actually get this capability now built into the Apple Watch. Now, something else to get super excited about is the giveaway we are doing on this channel, and that is for this MacBook Air that we have right here. This is the brand new giveaway, and this is going to be happening at the end of June time 2025. And what specifically we have got here, we've actually got the full chip version of the M4 inside of it. This is the 10-core GPU and the 10-core CPU. It's not a bin version. We've also got 24 gigabytes of RAM, and we've also got 512 gigabytes of storage. So I've knocked everything up by one gear, as it were, and I'm going to be giving this away to one lucky subscriber on this channel, like I said, at the end of June time. And all you have to do at this stage to enter into this giveaway is just put down into the comments below of what technology gear you're hoping to get in 2025. Maybe it's going to be that brand new Nintendo Switch 2 that comes out on June the 5th. Maybe it's going to be a new DJI sort of drone out there. Maybe it's going to be a brand new Apple Watch that you're planning to get, or maybe a new iPhone. Let me know in the comments below. And then also at the same time, make sure that you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell, because the second part of the giveaway will be happening near the end of June time, where there will be a form to fill in, and there'll be a video giving you the details about this, and also I'll be announcing when I'm going to be doing the live stream for giving away this MacBook Air with the M4 with all those great upgrades inside of it. And you won't want to miss out on that, so definitely make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, as I said. The last thing I just want to quickly say to you guys, that sadly there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there. People still impersonating me, tending to WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram direct message. Please do ignore these people. Best to see right here. Please do report them. So moving on then for release date and price for the Apple Watch Ultra 3. When is it going to be coming out? Well, more than likely it's going to come out in September time. And when specifically? Well, Apple tend to do an Apple event in the early sorts of teens of September, and they've been doing this for years now. So most likely it's going to happen around there. This is when we'll have the announcement for the Apple Watch Ultra 2 alongside, say, some AirPods, and more importantly as well, the iPhone 2. But what we'll also be getting is the actual release time for the Apple Watch Ultra 3, and more than likely this is going to be happening probably around about 10 days to 2 weeks later after the Apple event. So I'm kind of talking about sort of end teens of September, or the sort of early 20s to mid sort of 20s of September time is when we'll be able to get the new Apple Watch Ultra 3 onto our wrists for the first time, what is super exciting. But then what about the price, you might be asking about? Well, this one I'm going to say is a difficult one. The Apple Watch Ultra 2 right now, with a basic band and not much customization to it with the band kind of design, thing like this, starts at $799 right now. But with all these new tariffs and everything like this could be changing. This could actually go up a little bit more, especially if you live in the US, obviously with import fees and things like this and tariff fees. So just be warned that this could be changing. But obviously we don't know the exact amount of price that it will go up by, but I'm sure over the next couple of weeks and months, you know, because we're 5 months away from the Apple Watch Ultra 3 release, that we will definitely get a clearer picture of exactly how much it is. Best case scenario, it will stay exactly the same at $799 US, but like I said, it does have the potential to change here. But if you definitely want to keep track of the price of this, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell, because the second we hear any information on this, I will let you guys know. And with that as well, guys, it's time to wrap up the video too. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button too. Until the next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.